Okay, very good afternoon here on the 7th of June 2019. Rishi Patel, co-founder, Master of the Markets, the Elite Traders Conference and the Traders Open Day. Warm welcome into our weekly market roundup, which is the roundup for the week that's commenced, that's finished, which for this week, of course, was week beginning the 3rd of June. So 5 days worth of trading updates. What do we have for you? Well, we have an profitable week, 1.96% up in closed profit on cash and system. So I'm going to walk you through the trade opportunities that we had this week and what we're still running as well, because there are a few trades that are still running pretty close to their targets. Let's start by looking at the dollar Swiss franc. We are currently, let's start by looking at the closed trades first. I think will be a better idea. So heading over to GBP USD. So the pound US dollar, you can see that we had a money bars opportunity here on the market. We took this long on the close of this bar. What we'll do is at this stage is bring open the Epic pen, which will allow me to scribe on the screen so you can see the opportunities that we're discussing here. So let's do that. There we go. Okay, so we took the market long here on this PSWB at the start of the week. So we took that long just there, and that's just hit our profit target literally a few hours ago, here at 127.51 for 2.25 times PSWB. So we are out of that particular trade opportunity just there. On the pound US dollar, I was initially vying for a higher target point, which was around about this point here, 128.80. However, 127.80 is what I was shooting for, and 127.80 is actually around about here. So 127.80 is what I actually initially wanted, but the market is just not giving me the momentum today that I'm looking for. And in addition to that, if you look at the range of this bar, is currently 80 pips, and the ATR is 61 pips, which means that we've already completed more than 1.3 ATR range in this bar itself. So the chances of it moving much further probably a little slim, and I don't want to hold this over the weekend. So we're out of that for 127.51, which was the initial target, the system target for money bars just there. Let's go over to the next closed trade, which is on the gold bars PO. New strategy here in the live trading room, which we've rolled out. An excellent little strategy here. We took the market long at this price, 16 plus 19, so 19 to the upside. We took the market long here as soon as we saw this PSWB in the market, so we took the market long just there. Our stop order was on the low of that. You can see that this opened initially, it pushed lower, then it continued to move higher. It triggered us into the trade, and it took us out of the trade on the same day, and that has grossed us a 1.87% profit on the euro dollar just there. And finally, a losing trade here, euro yen, which we shorted on the close of this bar just here with our initial stop on the high. So you can see that the market did push lower initially, but then of course turned and went for our initial stop. So we're out for a % loss on that. So total closed profit comes to 1.96% up. We are also running two trades. We're actually running multiple trades. So we're actually running two further trades here on this dollar Swiss franc. So on this dollar Swiss franc, we're actually running a gold bars opportunity short on the elite room and a gold bars opportunity short on the live trading room. We're also running a prime profits opportunity short as well. There are multiple different entry points, but the gold bars elite trade is currently got a target of the low of this bar here, or this red line, where this red line is. That's the target of that. You can see we've come to within around 4 pips. And that would bank us out around 4.7% of upside if it hits its target. The gold bars PO is about 2%. On top of that, the prime profits is also a significant gain as well if that goes for its target. So quite a few profitable opportunities that are running here at the same time. What else do we have? If I look at the sheet, we are looking also at running another gold bars PO trade currently on the live trading room. So we have a live trading room opportunity. We took the market long on the let's see, around about 20 pips above the high here. We took this longer around about this level. Our stop, of course, underneath the bar once again. This market pushed up, took us into the trade, and then you see it came back down towards the close of play. Didn't stop us out, and then has turned and moved upwards again today. The profit target for this is still sticking at 127.80. We have to hold that profit target for the gold bar's PO opportunity just there. So we are holding that long at this time. 127.80 is where we are holding on the pound against the US dollar. So that's it in terms of profitable opportunities that are running. If everything banks out, which in theory it should, all of these trades are so close to their targets at this time. If everything banks out, we should be looking at approximately an 8% week, if not more than that, actually, making it potentially a 10 or even 12% week, which would actually be one of the biggest weeks in the history of Master of the Markets, which would be a nice place to be after taking a slow streak for the first 5 months of this year. So that's pretty much it in terms of the market roundup. Let me quickly go over to the topic of the week this week, which is all around consistent execution. And I want to talk about consistent execution in terms of timings. So I want to talk about consistent execution in terms of timing, because this is a question that I'm asked commonly, and I want to cover it here in the market update. So when should I take my trade opportunities is the question that is being asked. If you go back historically to last year, I actually answered this question in a lot of details in terms of when should I place my trades. And I just want to reiterate that point basically in this this week's topic, which is around consistent execution. You need to pick a consistent time that you want to take your end of day trades. So end of day trades in essence are trades which we open according to signals which are on the daily chart. Okay, so the time frame here in MetaTrader 4 is known as D1. Okay, so the time frame is known as D1, and these are all trades which are taken on the daily chart. Now we can open these opportunities at one of two times. Okay, so one of two times that we can open them are 9 p.m. or midnight. So let's put that there, midnight. Okay, but these timings, it is very important, these timings are both UTC. Okay, so what does that mean for us? So if you take that over now to British Standard Time, okay, if you take that over now to British Standard Time, BST, that means that you can take your trade opportunity either 10 p.m. or 1 a.m. Now you may be looking at that and thinking, well, why would I want to wait till 1 a.m. to take my trade opportunities? But actually this is something that we have common practice over, and the reason for that is because these daily bars actually open and close at 1 a.m. So if you look at these daily bars at, I shouldn't say 1 a.m. because 1 a.m. is British Standard Time. Now remember, British Standard Time has daylight savings put behind it, so it will keep varying each 6 months of the year. So what we need to understand then is, why would I put my trade on at 1 a.m.? Well, the reason for that is because all of these bars on the chart close at 12 midnight, and because the bars on the chart close at 12 midnight, that represents 1 a.m. British Standard Time. We have done all of our back testing and gained all of our results according to the bars on this chart, which means that we now need to use the same timings to execute the trades to get the same results that we have in back testing. Now, having said that, I haven't tested this, but I'm pretty sure, logically speaking, it should be possible to get the same results if you execute at 9 p.m. UTC, which is currently 10 p.m. BST. But what you must not do is swap and change between the two. As with anything in trading, if you swap and change between these two and you do some of them here and some of them here, then your results are going to be inaccurate. You won't have accurate results for how your system has performed, because you're executing the trade opportunities at different timings. So you have to be aware of that. You can't do that where you execute different timings. So pick one time and stick to it consistently. That's the goal. So that's the idea just there. with opportunities. That's the way to execute consistently. Do bear that in mind. So that's it from me for this week. Until the next time, stay disciplined, follow your trading plan, keep trading like a master. Bye for now.